allow you see from
I na me nua member mu say da bai. Me do for no pay mo achi o.
We saw, we conquered. Yes, major muscle.
Bia boko.
Na do be fine. Take mother bojo mo JD mo officer ni dey better obade na se. Na machi alaji so.
Alaji ajo so.
Sonica day,
Come on, they were that shine. Many word in.
Edwa.
Well. And I for feeder, but still, Yaba some master said I could even some at 12, so said Bridge Agokansie, a 7 and toss, so there's a fata salt in Education Kufuna, yet a bro now pay a best cent and pass so now, yet a fee, and some cacra, it goes so air cost. So the Ghanaian Premier League is on this week and March 26th. It's Yabako and some cacra munafi, Yako, the Pennyphobia can if a Black Stars scored Abamo, and then other issues also a number from Okopion, the Europa League and the Conference League, and no more on the ball, the quarter finals nutrition as FMI. You just say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Yes, His Excellency Akasa. Now ada abraya babe to abanono. Na o manifesto mu a na aban tiso de tuja. Ese ombe de ombetumi bia ma bia stadium ahodo ni no. Mbabo modern stadium aba hodom. Mpeso so mo ye so mo ye bi olungu ni bia world class stadiums, standard stadium. Nya say be du bia e boro nya bia mo no da bi standard one pa mampani asan etimo biem say every year ansa na obi fia konwa so no ye be ansa na bibia etimi akoso.
Wo hwa ye manifesto mu a ye see regions bia omuni stadiums ye be see stadiums so ho enti afia ye sha see the sika semu budget ye the sika ashem a ye be sha see any stadiums miensa na afibia ye be ye bi kopem se mantem bia ebenya modern stadium enti menemo ka say omo ye design no senior stadium no etibete na ye pese ye stadium a enye se ekobo ball nkwa na ekoho ye pese ye ho na eye economic center enti ye be bie stores ho na ebinmu be bia nkrofo didi restaurant ni ade enti ya mo ball mpo nipa timi ko ho ekonya enije enti omo ye designs no enti this year be starting at 3 na next year ya say 3 kopim say
right so I know the His Excellency there to you be there share how sa project si ebesiako na no ada na beto dwa ese ya trophy dey ma Senegal no ye Jeff Yomonsam ada hakoma Cameroon there be na Cameroon Morocco because gidi e course no ye tena so hwehwe obi ansemu no abu abo Senegal na no na no the president of CAF Ebabe Kasai na there fe coaches ahodo enso react South Africa coach Hugo Bruce so na no atum riding so I know the Hugo Bruce so na we manager the mad South Africans so they to just as the CAF we no CAF consistency near the anymore. On the other hand, we be yen intentem on the other side there's yen intentem if you say 6 months later obobo na do baby 6 months bet 2 point and sembasa we say our tournament na wie ma obi akopede ba bia da afi na the rule buy kwaje trophy afi obi nsam odwen ho a won't ya say kwana there yenko the Ghanaian Premier League match day 26 and this weekend in fact it started in the Hearts of Lions and your Hearts of Oak Agokansie so Empire ebedwa now you kind of say you know na Hearts of Lions coach coach Bashir Hayford Okasa ahead of that big fixture.
Playing Hearts of Oak is a big game because it's one of the big clubs in Ghana and they have a very wild followers. So coming to Kwando to play us, I think we also have to make sure we prepare very well as we have been doing. We have prepared very well. We have put everything behind us and we are concentrating on this big game. And so we are much ready for the big game. It is not even about pressure, it is about caution. We have to be very careful because if you get a team that plays away very well and they are coming to your home grounds, in the first place you don't consider it to be your home ground, so you get the advantage because they are very good away. And so we are making sure that we also match them and make sure at the end of the game we get our 3 points.
Right, and so coach Basha Hayford had yet to draw. Now, did he drama is on a coach my Hearts of Oak? Did this on 70?
The toughest opponents in the league. They are very compact and they are very aggressive. They are a ball playing side, and so we need to really be strong in our second actions. We need to be very, very decisive in terms of closing up central spaces, and we need to be very, very intense in terms of our pressing situations, and then we need to be very quick in getting out into spaces that we find. And I think that we acknowledge their strengths, but we are going to play to try as much as possible to come back with a very important result. I anticipate a very fierce encounter. I anticipate that they are going to come at us, and so we are very positive to try to stay very resolute and play to our very, very strong strength, in terms of how to find the spaces and then how to utilize the spaces that we find. And we need to be very clinical in the final third. And this is what we've been working on. We've been working on more on our offensive play in terms of finding the right positioning and then finding the right structure and being positive and being very consistent in our ability to create more chances.
Right, and so I know someone did Dramani at the Atway and I'm matching a bus of 3 p.m. on Quando Sports Stadium, the BPM, Yan Fan Camion, Yelebro. Yan Quani match a bus of Kumasa Sadekoroko, Agent against Nations FC over Banyara. Coach Prince Usuna and Trim Coach Makoroko, Nash Biabeku. Ahead of the game against Nations, Nisamdi.
We've done a lot that we are trying to prepare the boys that we need to win and win badly. So with the boys, their mentality and everything have shifted. I've seen that they are all living together, talking to each other. How can we do it? Some of them are even approaching me, telling me this game is a win game. So it looks very good. Luckily for me, those who are ahead of us who are not moving, they are also still just matching time in the same place where they are. So it's just for us to win, and then when we win, we move some points high and then get closer to them as well.
Right, and on there, Coach Prince also the two ahead of a game against Nations FC. Now, one game, so Bichim Adriana, and also by a papa, or maybe a Bichim Dan or maybe Adriana da. Adriana starts also for a league and also Gina Fiti and the Adriana bag and Cobra Missa, Coach Bichim United. I'll say that the Abre pressure, it is a game you won't find Niagara cry.
Where the league is, there's pressure. And looking at the match we are going to play, the team is not bad in terms of their away performance. But as I've told you earlier, we are going to make sure we correct certain mistakes. And then we watched them last week too, when they played the FA Cup. So that there's difference between the league and the FA Cup, but we'll make sure the little that we saw, we'll put it into practice so that we'll correct certain mistakes that happened during our game against Nations. So there's pressure. Whoever said there's no pressure is deceiving you. There's a lot of pressure here, but to make sure upon the pressure, what is important is to win the game for the fans.
Match day 26. Fish testing now, apart from the coaches Nakasa on our screen to see the other games they basso this week and Okopima Media, my league leaders, boss and so other matches so a basso out of Lions out of Vogue and but they can catch on at 3 p.m. 11 wonders and so in the summer test the day burning at this Federal Stadium. Yes, 11 wonders a honor morning now. Okopima Sunday 3 p.m. Asante Koto coordinations Nebebo Nafi Dreams FC Media and so they are burning our Tuba Astrotel Basake Holy Stars and the Young Apostles. And a day Bebo and Gold Stars Division, Nafi Bricum Chelsea and a Carella, and so at the Aboni Swedro Blacks the Hoy, na Bichim United. How many Adriana Stars said they are pim so the ne bad match a crowd and I say this weekend. Yeah, by a best friend. No, I can say we the Women's FA Cup Committee member, a fear champ, Watson that in some to join himself this weekend at the semi-finals of Women's FA Cup. Cape Coast and Pioneer. You are some test ladies, ladies and able not Jonina ladies, Hazakis ladies, so they are pim so at 4 p.m. Dear Sister Fiachan, I can.
Coming to watch this ladies play, be sure you are coming for a very good entertainment.
Well, what should we expect if I am a fan and I want to come to Cape Coast for the Women's FA Cup. What should be my expectations on Saturday, and why should I leave home, come to Cape Coast Stadium, enjoy football?
Okay, so I would say Saturday, the 21st of March, the Cape Coast Stadium is a place to be for entertainment, or if you want to have time with the family, because it's been long since we brought women football to a place like that, bringing the best in the league or in the FA Cup to a particular one place. It's been long getting such a group of players. So I think if you want to watch quality football and you're a good football lover, that is a place for you to be. You shouldn't be anywhere else than the Cape Coast Stadium on 21st March. So gone were the days when women played good football, but they weren't supported enough. So now if corporate organizations, GFA, they're pushing women football, I think it is right for us to also support the women. And for the men, we need your support always, you understand? We can't just do without you guys. So I think we will be happy if we have a lot of men there coming with their children, their wives, their cousins, to support the women, because this weekend actually is going to be a good game. So you don't have to be told how the game went. You should experience it yourself, because experience, they say, is always the best teacher. And if you watch this women play this week.
Wow. This weekend I'm na eja anya sam keto akra eti anwa sama na ye head ye beko akuri on Saturday Women's FA Cup semi-final na so in the Europa League and the Conference League ya boy we am as quarter final no apeke Braga and then Real Betis na boy in the next one Freiburg and then Celta de Vigo and the 8th and the 9th and the 8th matches no Braga and Real Betis na boy na fi Freiburg and Celta de Vigo and so they are boy Bologna and Aston Villa on the 9th. Now, Porto in Northern Forest and so they are bunny. Where matches the quarter final first leg anymore. Uncle Pimo Conference League anymore. Rayo Vallecano and AEK Athens and the Pem so now Fe Shakhtar Donetsk and so any is attack Madia Bunny Mainz and Strasbourg Bebo na Crystal Palace de Fiorentina in the next round of the competition, that is the quarterfinals. We won't qualify come anymore. This weekend, Kim Soho, EPL La Liga and the likes. In the EPL, Fisher's Nini. But more from you, and then on the Bunny, outside match not a bad game at all. Until you ever said you want some Subesia call. Then Brighton and then Liverpool, and so their body. Manchester City and the Crystal Palace, Bebo Everton and then Chelsea. Now for Leeds and then Brentford, and so their body and the Ochina games. Now Sunday, Newcastle, Sunderland, Aston Villa versus West Ham, Tottenham Hotspur, Bournemouth, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest. We match the Basso. Now, the La Liga, BRL, Real Sociedad, and Anime, El Chedi Mallorca, Nebo, Espanyol, Getafe, Levante, Real, Oviedo. Now, Osasuna, Girona, and the Bueni Barcelona, Rayo Vallecano, Celta de Vigo, Alaves, Athletic Club, Bilbao, Real Betis. Then there's a Madrid derby. Atletico, Eco El Estadio, Santiago, Bernabeu. Now, there's Cagliari, Napoli in Italy. Dafi January Como. What a match. January Como. Parma ne Cremonese. Dafi AC Milan ne Torino, Juventus. And it's Sassuolo. Pisa. I don't know what mistake this is, but Pisa. And so, Hersequan Biasoro. Atlanta, Hellas Verona, Bologna, Lazio, Roma, and then Lecce, na Fiorentina, and Inter Milan, and Diabweni, where matches Basso, and Yasem Keto Accra, Tichana Sosa, Fa Emami this weekend. You go to the Chief and Besiako, Long, and Angers, and Ebo, Toulouse, and Lorraine, Auxerre, and Brest, Nice, and Paris Saint-Germain, Olympique. Leon and in Monaco, na Marseille ni Lille, Paris FC ni Le Havre, Rennes Metz, Nantes and Strasbourg, na Omodi Abweni Intishan Sosa FAM Mame. In Germany, there's Leipzig and Hoffenheim tonight. Now Bayern Munich ni Union Berlin, Heidenheim and Leverkusen, Cologne, Borussia Mönchengladbach. There's Wolfsburg and Werder Bremen, Borussia Dortmund and Hamburger. And I did this is it. That for you, Mainz and Eintracht Frankfurt on Sunday, St. Paul in Freiburg, now Augsburg in Stuttgart, and so they are winning. Where match there also this weekend across Europe. Now, if you don't know, now pay so yeah, there's someone I see our good deal. Yeah, and also there's a fatal salty. Na maybe my quality there, bro. Pablo, I'm a Bernard Padibo chairman producers. Kejwan Angasani, Eric Asidu, but this is a fair break. See over to you.
Okay, that's now, was a quick comment. Say a Senegal for no.
Yeah.
The cap, they call a military camp. So no, they are
Oh well, on my appeal and so
president one from omonete calf oncha omumodi kawo from fama Morocco na se pass a cap ni be free Senegal pa ko Morocco di
some caucus na the highest year which mean the one some in a
football court.
Yes, and so you see how on your be see akoni ade
cap na ko do
am say bra beji o de eti baby see no ye be my real beji eti you know how it goes I'm on the picture no
yeah they are simple
Africa they to me interesting right over to you
That's it.